guys, it's Bertvira. I was gonna try to lay on the couch, but then you can't see me. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Today, I got all gussied up as Bertvira, Elvira's southern cousin. And if you didn't know already, Halloween is my favorite holiday. So I thought, what better video to do than to dress up and go over my horror collection. Now the reason why Brian's not here is because he don't like horror. So I'm not sharing the video with him. Some of y'all have asked what all I have in my horror collection. Now my horror collection is not actually as large as our other collections. The first one, babies are getting away. God. Y'all, call 911 if I start talking in tongues or something. I might be having a stroke. Okay, first one is Ed from Shaun of the Dead. Best zombie movie ever made, if you want to laugh. Second closest would be Cockneys versus Zombies. If you've never seen Cockneys versus Zombies, go watch it. That is a good comedy zombie movie. I know a lot of people think Zombieland, but that's it's overrated. I do like Zombieland, but Shaun of the Dead and Cockneys versus Zombies. Check it out. So there is Ed. That is just the regular common Ed. It's only a 2-piece collection, but it's really like a 16-piece collection because there's like variations of Shaun and Ed and all that good fun stuff. And speaking of variations of Ed, I have the Fugitive Toys exclusive Zombie Ed. Oh, Fido. Fido is another good one. I just thought about that with this Zombie Ed. If you have not seen Fido, watch Fido. Very good. Funny. Okay. I tend to appreciate campy horror movies or funny horror movies a lot more sometimes than the serious ones, because the serious ones are somewhat of a letdown. They try to be good and then they're not, so then you're just like meh. So I appreciate the ones that are just horrible and accepted for being horrible, and they're funny that way. Kind of like Evil Dead, which I was going to bring out my Ash and my Deadite from Army of Darkness, but they are not from Evil Dead. Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 were more of the horror. Army of Darkness was just ridiculous and funny, but that's what those pops are from. They're from Army of Darkness, so it does not fit in this video. So on to the next one, Mr. Freddy Krueger. This is the only Nightmare on Elm Street pop that I have. I did not watch a ton of Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I watched like some of the very first ones, and then the more that they made, I lost interest. So I've got him more because he is a horror icon, not necessarily because I am a fan of all of the films. I can't even talk about them that much because they are what they are. So moving on to another one piece from one movie is Clockwork Orange. I have the masked Alex DeLarge. So the reason why I have this one in horror is because it is greatly disturbing. First time I saw it, I was in high school, and the whole like milk thing and the whole like weird like jock strap on the outside of your pants and bowler hat and just brainwashing and the thingies holding the eyes open, and it was just very weird and disturbing. And I'm not saying it's a bad film, but it's definitely a horror film in my opinion. Matter of fact, almost anything that Stanley Kubrick makes is a horror film because that guy had a strange mind. So Clockwork Orange, Alex DeLarge. I do not have the regular without the mask. I don't feel the need to have it either. I'm not that worried about it. So yeah, that's more of just an iconic character, and that's why I have it. If we'll stay on the Stanley Kubrick train, I have the entire Shining set minus one pop. So starting with Danny and Wendy Torrance. I'll show them together because they are boring. But I have them for the collection. But they're boring. Red rum, red rum. And she's just like, ah! The whole time. Anyways. I then have Mr. Jack Torrance. Fabulous. Fabulous. And then Frozen Jack Torrance Chase. And that is when he gets lost in the labyrinth and he freezes to death or what have you. And then finally, the Grady twins. Now, if you could have guessed it by now, the one I am missing is the very expensive Grady Twins Chase. So, will I ever get it? Probably not, because it's very expensive. Whatever. It's alright. I'm happy to have this one. Like I said, I spend more of my money on stuff that Brian collects or that we collect together versus just for me, because that's just how I am. So, I don't get a lot of things just for me. Now, I will move on to another one-off. Billy from Saw. Do you want to play a game? I don't. Kind of hot. Not in the mood. Now, what I really like about the Saw movies is that if you watch all of the Saw movies, it is ridiculous the ways that they came up with to kill people. Oh my goodness. Like, that is the only reason I watched the dang movies. Because every new way they found to kill people was extremely entertaining. Like, it was just so original. The movies kind of lost their luster after a few. But still, again, it's kind of like with Final Destination. Final Destination, they always found interesting ways to kill off everybody. That's how the Saw movies were. Interesting ways to kill people. They should just rename it that. Okay, then moving on to Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. You put the lotion on the skin. That's not this character. I know, but they didn't make a Buffalo Bill character. So, anyways, Hannibal Lecter, this is the one of him on the dolly with the mask on his face. But that is not my favorite one. My favorite one is the other variation of this one here, which is the bloody Hannibal Lecter, which is also courtesy of #Larry. And the reason why I like the bloody one is this scene in the movie is absolutely awesome. So this is where he actually breaks out and he eats the dude's face and then he fillets the guy to look like an angel and he hangs him up. Oh, it's a really good scene in the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I make quite a few jokes reference the movie all the time, like puts lotion on the skin and I do me. That's not what they say, but close enough. So it's a really good movie. Check it out. Don't know really what else to say about that. That is all the Hannibal Lecter pops that there are, unless you count the ones from the TV show Hannibal, but I don't. So yeah, so there's only 3 Hannibal Lecter pops. I have them all. Winning. Moving right along. Oh, by the way, it's hot. I do have a few, not a lot, of the Universal Monsters. And the first one that I got was the Creature from the Black Lagoon. So this is the creature from the Black Lagoon. Trying to get the glare off of there for you guys. And it's from the Universal Monsters. Here is the entire set. Another one from the Universal Monsters is the Invisible Man. This is not the Chase. The Chase is actually invisible. This is the regular Walgreens exclusive, which is the Invisible Man with his bandages on. So I just recently acquired this one. More Universal Monsters. I've got Frankenstein. Kind of like I'm Bertvira. This is Frankenstein. This Frankenstein with the flower, the Walgreens exclusive. I still don't have the regular Frankenstein, but that's okay. No biggie. And then the last one we just got in the last round of the mystery box tournament, which we lost. And that is the Dracula. This is the OG OG Dracula. The new one has a candelabra. I can't talk. Alright, so that's all those. So we've also got our Hot Topic exclusive Pretty Woman Leatherface. Not the Chase. The Chase was underwhelming anyways. It was just the bloody variant. So I will start with the theme and show my Elviras. So this one was just recently given to me by Larry, hashtag Larry. So that's Elvira in the mummy wrappings. So that is Elvira number 1. Elvira number 2 is the Elvira Deluxe, which was outrageously overpriced because it is the size of a normal pop in a very large box. So that is Elvira number 2. Elvira number 3 is right here. Oh, this is actually my first Elvira, and I got this in a Pop King Paul box back when he did curated boxes still. So I did a horror box with him, and one of the pops that I got was Elvira in the black dress, and I love this pop. So those are my 3 Elviras. I think I only have one more. One more, is that right? One more to show you, and then a bonus. Okay, so the last one I have to show you guys is the Freddy Funko as Chucky. Chucky scares the bejesus out of me. I don't like Chucky, and I don't mean that the movies scare me. The movies are stupid. The doll itself scares the bejesus out of me, and the reason why is because I was born in the 80s. I grew up with Kid Sister, and I forget what My Buddy and Kid Sister. That's what the Chucky doll is based on. When I saw the first Child's Play, I had a Kid Sister doll still. Okay, so I'm sitting there thinking this Kid Sister doll is going to murder me in my dang sleep. It was terrifying. It was terrifying to children of the 80s, okay? So, other than that, like the Bride of Chucky and all that stuff, I don't dig it. But the original Chucky, the doll itself, is terrifying. If you were a child of the 80s, it's terrifying. Then the last one is my Jareth. Now you're going to say, okay, wait a minute. Labyrinth is not a horror movie. Yes, it is. This movie is greatly disturbing. Okay. This dude wears tights with a huge codpiece. He's got awful hair. Love David Bowie. That's the only reason I have this pop. And he steals babies. Okay? Dude with a giant codpiece, stealing babies, making little goblins lead a girl through a maze and torture her, basically getting lost in a maze so she can find her baby brother, who she doesn't even like, because some dude with a giant codpiece stole him. Like, I don't know why I was not one of those bandwagon girls. I did not jump on the bandwagon of Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal and like all those puppet movies. Everybody's gonna unsubscribe now. I didn't like them. They scared me. David Bowie's character in that movie was not okay with me. But I love David Bowie. There is not a David Bowie pop other than Jareth. So that is why I have this, but I do still consider it a horror movie. Okay, so honorable mentions, which are not in this video, mostly just because I wasn't able to get to the pops right now. But Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Slim from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. The whole reason I was scared of clowns as a child, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I just recently got that pop, and I put it somewhere, and I don't remember where, because we have pops stacked everywhere right now. Also Beetlejuice, which is not really a horror movie, but it is a horror movie. I have almost every Beetlejuice pop except for the Glow Beetlejuice. The Glow Beetlejuice Chase and the Calendars Go Glow Beetlejuice. Those are the only two that I do not have. I'm going to be getting Dante's Inferno Beetlejuice Pop Town because that is awesome. Dante's Inferno, if you remember, was a strip club in the little miniature town, and it had like the little zombie strippers, and Beetlejuice is all dancing around with the spikes coming out. It's a Funko Pop strip club. It's a Funko Pop strip club. I have to have it. So anyways, there's probably a few others. I know I have Norman Bates and Alfred Hitchcock as well, but couldn't get to them where they were. But yeah, I can't think of if I have any other ones. And it might be because this wig is making my head extremely hot and I therefore cannot think anymore. But Let me know what you think. Oh, Gremlins. Gremlins, I have all the Gremlins except for the Glow Chase. That is also considered a horror movie, but I just call it a cute gizmo movie. And the Lost Boys, which I just didn't have room on the table for, but I have all of the Lost Boys pops, and that is a great vampire flick. If you have not watched it, it's also from the 80s. Go check it out. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like me getting into the Halloween spirit and bringing it out to you guys. Let me know if you hate horror movies. Let me know what your favorite horror movie is. Let me know any of those things. Please, 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 please leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the channel. Ring that notification bell so you know the next time there is a video. I may or may not be dressed up. It takes a lot of work. Also, there's one more thing I'm supposed to tell you. Oh yeah, like the video. Like it or dislike it. It's up to you. Can't really make you do either. So, make sure you come back and see us again. Next time, I promise Brian will be here. And don't forget, rewind. I can't say the other part. That's his part. So just rewind. Alright, bye. Am I entertaining enough? I hope so. Hopefully it's just fun to look at me. Okay.